Hi, second grade friends. This is Mrs. Morrill. So what I would like you to do now is to practice going into that Sora app and finding your own Stephen Kellogg book to try out and check out and explore. And maybe you don't even have to borrow it, but just so you again know how to do a specific search and find things in the Sora app. So when you go to the soraapp.com, again, you can click on the green button, drop down, and click on Hamilton School District. Now, friends, if you have logged in recently or you keep yourself logged into your Google browser, you will automatically go in. You won't have to do this every single time. So then I'm going to log in with my school Google account. And you'll notice that book that you just listened to, that Read Aloud, A Rose for Pinkerton, where I found that book was actually right here in Sora. So I borrowed it and I showed you the illustrations while you were listening to the audio. So the audiobooks in the Sora app, for the most part, do not have the book pages for you to look at. Some books are a combination where they have the audio and the ebook. Most of the books are ebooks where they just have the words and you follow along with the words. So in order to find another Stephen Kellogg, you're going to go to that Explore button. Up in the upper left corner, you can just do his last name, Kellogg, and hit enter. And you'll see the other, Pinkerton Behave, which was the one we did last week, Tally Ho Pinkerton, Clorinda, A Rose for Pinkerton, and then also The Day Jimmy Boas Ate the Wash. So what I'm going to ask you to do, friends, since this is obviously a somewhat limited selection, is if you do borrow and enjoy one of these, if you could make sure you go and return it right away so that other friends can enjoy it as well, because some of these have limited users and limited checkouts. So a quick review how you would do that. I'm going to go back to my shelf. I'm going to go to the book that I have, and I'm going to simply click return and hit return. Okay, so once you're done with it, you can return it right away. If that works for you, that would be great. So again, in your shelf, you can have 3 books up to 14 days, but for the most part, friends, you probably don't need them for that whole time unless you are reading a longer chapter book. Okay? All right, well, as always, reach out if you have any questions or concerns, and just remember, keep reading.